Look what I got home to today. I guess they don't need to tell me they're going to do the work. They just do it. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bianca and I'm a solo woman who bought a very affordable house here on the island of Sardinia. And yes, I am about to go up to the gym. It's summer here, so this is how we roll. So today's video is all about the very first step in my renovation journey. It's finally happening. But this did happen a little bit unexpectedly, I must say. And as you probably remember, I have waited and waited and waited. On this one particular day, I had been out all day with friends. I remember saying in the car to my friends, well, I guess the builders aren't coming tomorrow. I haven't heard anything. They said they would contact me today to let me know if they were going to start tomorrow. But I never got that message. Then I get home at 11 p.m. or just after, and boom, scaffolding, half of it had been set up, and I was completely surprised. So I knew from that the renovations would be starting the next day, and that's exactly what happened. So the first step in the process is repairing a small section of the roof. This part of the roof had loose tiles, and I don't think there was anything underneath that was stopping the water from getting in through. So every time it would rain, the water would leak through straight into the stone and the walls of the stairwell on the top floor. And you probably remember from the last video, if you haven't, go and check that out. I show you exactly what the damage is like that has been caused in that stairwell. You know, the whole area of those walls became really damp. In Italian, they call it umido. And the paint was flaking off the walls and the little weeds were also growing through the walls. I remember looking up there one day and thinking, oh my God, that's actually a weed growing through the roof and through the walls. So that was a whole thing as well. And then I may have mentioned in the last video too that I had a lot of seasonal allergies. I haven't had allergies like I've had here in Sardinia before. I had them last year and I've had them now this year. And so with those kicking in, I just left those plants, I left my garden to grow freely, thinking that the repairs would be done soon. But then what happened? They got postponed. They got postponed again. They got postponed again. So finally in July, they came around and of course they pulled them all out in a second. So that is great news in itself. But in this video today, I'm going to walk you through what this first step of my renovation looked like, how it went, what the process was, and how long it took. Now, a lot of you are probably going to ask me how much it was to repair this section of the roof. I'm not going to share the exact numbers right now. I want to wait until the entire roof or maybe even the whole top floor has been done. Then I'll give like a clear breakdown of everything that I pay for. What I can say is that the team, the two guys that worked on the roof, they worked super efficiently. They're just such lovely guys. So I was more than happy for them to do the work on my house. They expressed the desire to work on my house as well. The whole job itself took just under a week, maybe 5-6 days in total. And then they took the scaffolding down. Now, even though they are lovely, lovely guys, you never really know with builders. You never know when they're going to show up. what their hours are. Some mornings I'd wake up, nobody was there, and I was purposefully waking up extra early from my previous experience where they would get there at like 6 or 7 in the morning. So I would wake up and no one was there. Other mornings I'd wake up and they were there. Sometimes they'd arrive at like 10 in the morning and then they'd break for lunch around noon or 1, come back around 3 and then work another couple of hours and then head off for the day. So they definitely weren't working like full days, but to be fair, it was really hot. You know, the Sardinian summer is no joke, and July has been hot. The scaffolding itself, that stayed up for about a week and a half, even after the job was done. I thought about moving ahead with the next part of the roof, but I've decided to wait mainly for financial reasons. It's a much bigger section and I want to go in with a little bit more of a budget in place. But you know what was super sweet? When the job was finished, they brought me all this fresh produce from their campagna, their land. I ended up with zucchinis, cucumbers, potatoes, I think some tomatoes. I think that's mostly just, you know, bags of veggies. And it wasn't just like a couple, it was like a lot. So much so that I needed to share it with other people. Otherwise, they would have gone bad because I wouldn't have been able to eat them quickly enough. But it was such a kind gesture, and it honestly made the whole experience even more special. So that's it. That is the very first step of my renovation journey here in Sardinia. It feels amazing to have finally started, even if it was a bit chaotic at the beginning. So if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, to like this video, share it if you want, and follow the progress. There's lots more to come. And if you've ever done your own renovations, especially in a foreign country, I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. One final thing I will mention is that I am putting together a course. It is a beta course, which is all about moving to Sardinia, but also will apply to moving to Italy. So if anyone is interested in getting information about this, I am creating a course as we speak, and there will be a beta launch limited to a handful of people. If you're interested, you'll find the link in the description below or in my profile, or you can email me. You'll find my email in my profile as well, or you can send me a DM on Instagram and let me know that you're interested, and I will put you on that list so you can hear all about it when I finally launch that course. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. It means a lot. Ciao, ciao.
Cambiala la bomboletta.
New roof, baby. Are you in love with him?